Panama City 2021. The APLGO team is already here and ready to start the competition.
Hi!
USA! In the house!
We are going to the wild Panama. Super wild Panama. It's so exciting.
We are ready to fight. Everything is just jumping inside me.
It is mind-blowing.
Anything goes. We are prepared for anything to happen.
We are afraid of the unknown. We're focused on the victory.
Anything to win.
Anything.
Bring it on!
In several minutes, I am going to meet our associates that are waiting for our 2021 Summer Academy to begin.
What awaits our heroes on the first day of our 2021 Summer Academy?
It's Panama, baby.
Everyone has their own expectations, but the fact is, it will be mind-blowing.
I am sure they have no idea what's in store for them.
Happy!
I think it's the first time Panama will be seeing this many helicopters.
The contestants gathered to meet the president of APLGO.
Our main magician, Sergei Kulikov, is coming down.
Hello, everyone! We have an exciting day ahead. Right now, everyone, please go up where we have prepared a surprise for each one of you. Welcome and go.
I'm surprised because I was ready to start the challenges right away, but here comes royal welcome first. I don't want to get too relaxed because I think it's a trap. APLGO, so cool. We have to live the moment.
This event is being held in order to level up your leadership skills, overcome your fears, and bring you to a completely new level in life and business.
Shiver me timbers!
This event is going to change your lives forever. I can guarantee it 100%. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And here is the first challenge. Gather the most essential things for their 4-day stay on the island.
I don't know what to fit in here. There's only space for my soul and my panties. I have no idea what to do. My tent doesn't fit in here. So this bag is for 4 days.
It only fits my makeup.
I can't survive. I need all of this.
The most important thing is the lozenge drops. The only thing I need to survive. Oh my God! Oh my!
15, 14, go, go, go!
Women are in boats, men are in helicopters.
Let's get serious now.
We're going to win!
We are ready.
Onward to adventure.
Actually, now I'm not sure if I took the right things. APL products, can't imagine a day without them.
Over there, you can see 6 boats with our participants.
APL, we are here to win!
And here it is, the first challenge. They have to reach the island by swimming. The task of the men is to jump out of the helicopter and brave the sea.
They did it!
There are no indulgences at the Summer Academy. Everything is real here. Wet but happy contestants finished the first challenge.
That was fun. I wish we could do it again.
It's the first time for me to jump from a helicopter. It was amazing.
Oh, it was fun. I want to go higher.
There is no words to describe how I feel. It's the first time for me. Super.
What other company does this besides APLGO? None.
It's a good start. Let's keep going.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you had a good trip. Only one of you is going to win a brand new Tesla. This island is where you will be living and surviving. Your task for now is to build a place to live, find some food, and the most important thing is to make a fire. Survive!
Now there are 2 tribes. Each of them must complete the challenge, no matter what. But local residents are in no hurry to give up their island.
They are eating me.
Oi, please!
Let's choose one person who will be leader, listen to everyone, and choose a place.
Finding tools and food is not an easy task.
There. It works. Works.
Have you ever tried knocking a coconut off a palm tree? Well, success is the result of hard training. Let's go! Meanwhile, the men try to build a fire using a lens and the power of the blazing sun. Will they succeed or not? As you see, the island doesn't want to part with its treasures.
It's our first victory!
Food!
But the main difficulty is ahead. Spending the night on the beach in horrible conditions, which both teams haven't been prepared for. The MCs gather the contestants and read out a letter from the company's president, in which he informs them all that this challenge was just a rehearsal. It's time to move to the wild island to start the real challenges. The camp flag, food and valuables are brought with them. The wild island meets our heroes. And here is the first surprise.
We've got some catch! We're happy! We have coconuts, we have bananas, we made our beds, and even made fire. We have apartments. We thought we were going to sleep on the beach. We know that Sergei Kulikov loves his leaders.
Potentially spending the night on the beach turned out to be a fake. They will live in cozy apartments. The contestants get survival kits and uniforms. Green is for the Black Pearl, orange is for the rising sun.
We have arrived. It's our home for 4 days.
Woo! Home sweet home.
Yeah!
It was a very bad joke with the first island. We thought we were going to live there.
I'm probably the oldest here. I'm 71. It's so crazy to take part in this adventure. For me, it's a 5-star hotel. Can you imagine we have mats at the desert island? It's so great. Thank you. Thank you to our company.
One of the goals of the Academy is team building. After all, network marketing is a team business. Will the contestants really be able to unite? We will check into the first challenge.
Good morning! Did you like our surprise? Each day has a theme of some element. As you have probably already guessed, today is Air Day. I I want you to realize that you can start a business when you have absolutely nothing. Many of our associates started from scratch and created incredible success. Being on this desert island, you can also get to the top. Here is our first challenge of Summer Academy 2021, and it will help you become one team.
The task is to collect the word from the cubes on the hanging platform using the ropes. The first team who will be able to lower the tower to the ground without dropping will receive a coin. The more coins, the closer to victory.
Go! The first coin goes to your team.
We received our first coin.
So exciting. That was awesome.
It's really getting hot here.
Teamwork. Only good teamwork brings the results. We have to feel each other and listen to each other. I shouldn't have put it under my chin. It's okay. We will definitely win in the next challenge.
You saw it with your own eyes.
Every team has its motto.
The sun is rising. The victory's coming. You can try super hard, but we will be the first anyway.
It's fun to win, but the score is 3-1. Go!
We won. Our opponents, so to say.
This is our victory.
The next challenge is fruit darts. The task is to get food for the team. Each of them has 3 tries to throw the dart. The strongest survive. The team will only take those fruits that they manage to hit.
This is our catch. We got papaya and bananas. It's enough for everyone.
In our conditions, it's delicious.
What will the rising sun eat?
My first try was a miss. Second one was also a miss. But then I focused and hit the bag with apples. It's a great feeling to be able to help your team. I'm happy. I didn't hit anything at all. And if at the end only those who hit something could eat and others couldn't eat, I would be starving.
Yeah, very good.
I played darts and got food for my team. I realize that my shooting skill is poor. I have to go hunting and train, because it's a shame to miss such a huge melon. It means something is wrong with me. I have to rest more and play darts.
After a fruity snack, the Black Pearl moves on to the next challenge. The contestants raise the Amberi maze over their heads.
You can earn 1 coin in this challenge. Go!
The task is to roll the ball into the central pocket in 20 minutes, following the advice of their captain.
A bit to the right.
On the island, we are training only the most useful skills for a network marketing associate. Coordination and cohesion, that's what will help the Black Pearl win.
You start losing your power. You have absolutely no patience left. You just want to give up and stop. Right at this moment, you have to focus and go to the end.
The tension is building, time is running out, and the ball hasn't yet reached the goal. Will the Black Pearl manage to lead it to the goal on time?
Good job. This challenge wasn't an easy one. You have to bring your team together. I think we did well and deserve this coin.
It's overwhelming. I'm full of energy. My legs and hands are shaking, but it was awesome. So cool.
It's the victory of our team. Everyone unanimously voted for me to be the leader in this challenge. I didn't expect that. It feels very good, but at the same time, it's a great responsibility. I will not let them down. Lift it up.
Will the rising sun hear its leader? Because he has to speak different languages.
Lower down this side.
Will the contestants show their strength, cohesion, and patience?
It was a little bit hard. It was heavy. We didn't know what we were doing, but we believed our captain. And I think we managed to balance with both English and Russian and communicate so we can do it.
I can't describe what I feel. I thought we were about to fail. I lost my voice, but at the same time, I couldn't let my team down. And eventually, we did it.
Are you ready for the next challenge? You know how much I love my associates. That's why I can't leave you on this desert island without some tools that will help you survive here. There is a barrel behind me, and you can see a lot of items on it. There is a whole new beauty line there. Coffee, juice, and even cold beer. Every challenge at Summer Academy has a specific goal. This time, I want to teach you how to be flexible. You have to be flexible if you want to achieve anything.
Slide, slide, and achieve it.
That's right. That's why now you have to slide towards your goal.
The target is the ball with the number announced by the MC. They need to throw the ball into the basket to get a useful prize.
Go!
They need to do it on a slippery, oiled surface.
I want a sack of rice for my team.
The next pair goes on the attack without considering themselves, because perhaps the most desirable of all the prizes is at stake.
We have oil all over our body, but we want a box of beer. We are doing great. We have rice and beer today.
The fierce struggle continues. APLGO leaders are not used to giving up, but the number of throws is limited. And not all of them will manage to win the prize for their team.
I had it 2 times in a row.
I am very happy. I did it.
So I won a bunch of sunscreen for the team. I don't think I'll be using it myself, but it feels really good to be able to help other people.
Tension is building with every throw. They all want to prove themselves and win the prize for their team.
I've got potatoes, cucumbers, and onions in here. I hope we can get rice and have a very nice meal. I've got flashlights for my team, so we will have light at night. My trainings at home brought some results.
That's what real motivation means.
I got flashbacks from my childhood when I was a basketball player. We have to show our strength. We have to do it. We have to be strong.
Here they are, the real contestants. Each of them is confident in her victory.
I did my best. I'm a former basketball player and a mother of 5 kids. It wasn't hard for me.
Vegetables. We're gonna do what we can. We got a lot of good cooks in our camp, so.
Vision it, see it, believe it.
Yes, self-confidence is an important quality of a true leader. Who will get the next prize?
I managed to get 9 cans of meat. Can you imagine? It's awesome. We were fighting for bed linen. We wanted to have royal beds, but we failed. Maybe next time.
No matter how the last pair of contestants tries, unfortunately, they can't get the prize.
The score is 6-5. The Rising Sun team wins. I want to give this totem to a very persistent person, Lena Bushmilova. Here you go.
I got a totem for my swearing.
You all have coins now, right? Everyone has 1 coin. Today we opened a pirate shop for you. It's called The Curse of a Jellyfish. There, a new iPhone, Apple Watch, or toothbrush costs just 1 coin. You can also buy a sack full of rice, cans with meat, a bottle of rum or beer. You can buy anything you like and it will cost you just 1 coin. You have to decide whether you want to buy an iPhone or contribute your coin to your team's scoreboard. The choice is always yours. That's it. See you at the Tribal Council.
The first day of the Summer Academy unveiled new qualities in each of them. Now, all that is left is to share their impressions and summarize their experience.
We all gathered in an old fort called Santiago de la Gloria. Today was Air Day. You learned how to find a common solution as a team, how to exchange your resources and communicate with each other. I am talking about the Rising Sun now. This event is going to change you completely. Are you ready for these changes?
I had to jump from a helicopter today, and I can't swim. I saw water from the inside. I had to overcome my fears. It was super scary.
There's only 1 Tesla, but we have a team scoreboard, and the winning team will go with me on a yacht trip to watch huge humpback whales. Here is one more thing. The winning team will be the first to try our new product, Happy. It is a one-of-a-kind product in our industry. It is your first tribal council, and I want to hand out several totems.
Who, according to the MC's opinion, will get these totems?
Go back to your team.
The Black Pearl choice is Sergei Tsukan.
Now, each team will choose their captain for tomorrow.
You heard right. The participants must choose the leader of their team by voting.
I vote for this person because I trust her completely. Guys, we're capable of doing a revolution in any country. So let's do a world revolution of love, trust, and confidence. I'm happy to be in APLGO team for 9 years already.
Thank you.
And you're a miracle, Sergei, a miracle. He's a very serious, strong, caring, generous, and fair young man.
There is no such a networking company that can host an event of this scale.
I can completely rely on this person.
In the 22 years I've done this business, I have never seen a company like APLGO, and I've never met people as wonderful as you.
It really enthuses me when I see sparkling eyes of Sergei Kulikov. When you look at everyone and they just do a breakthrough, you're always so happy for each of us. It excites me and I love it.
We speak different languages, and that's my favorite challenge so far because I'm realizing that all of you are just like all of us.
I vote for this person. He can teach us many things.
I'm overwhelmed. The scale of this event is amazing. When I see that the number of people involved is even bigger than the number of us,
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Every person can get everything here. We can get a support of any kind.
He's the most reliable and the strongest person in the world for me, and he's my husband.
I really want to win Tesla, but for me, being with all of you is already a great present. No matter what color our t-shirts are, we are one team. I am happy to be here with you.
We are great, you're great, everyone is great.
Thank you. It's time to tally the results.
Who will lead the teams tomorrow? Tension is building up. The contestants are eagerly awaiting the vote count and the names. And here they are. Vitaly Bertram becomes the leader of the Black Pearl, and the Rising Sun is led by Alexander Cermak.
I want to wish all of you to take the most of this event, which is going to be even greater than Tesla, and will bring you to the highest point.
Here is your totem. Vitaly, please say something.
I want to ask for your support tomorrow, and be as strong and full of energy as today. Probably we'll have to do the impossible tomorrow, but I believe in you. We are not just black, we are a pearl.
I'm very proud of my husband, and I've realized that my team has voted for the real captain. And it's my husband, and he's going to be an amazing captain.
I would like to ask Alexander to choose one leader from the Black Pearl. Who do you think is worthy of winning the Tesla? Vitaly, choose one leader from Rising Sun. Nina, please come here.
You will never be hungry with me.
See you tomorrow. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Well, all the challenges of the Air Day have passed. Finally, they can eat.
Today we ate only our Accumulate SA lozenge drops. It gave us a lot of energy, but we still need food. We've had a bit of stress today, so now we want rice, vegetables and canned meat, and we're going to cook it. These kind of common tasks build up a team, and we feel that when we are united, we are unbeatable.
We're gonna eat. Whoa, we're gonna eat. Used to eat a healthy steak.
Used to eat a healthy steak.
Now we're eating some meat from a can. Whoa,
whoa.
The second day of the challenge starts with a warm-up. And how else? Soon the heroes will need a lot of strength and self-confidence.
The sun rises, the victory comes. We need peace, not war. Black Pearl is the winner.
Both teams are ready to win. What challenges are awaiting them on Earth Day?
One person can do great things, but a team can do even more. Your teamwork can bring you to a greater success. The next challenge will prove it.
The task is to hook the coconut to the crossbar with the help of a rope. They need to reach it standing on a rolling log. As soon as 10 people from the team cooperate, 3 contestants drag the chest behind them and collect the puzzle. The first one will get the coin. Speed, accuracy, luck. What else do teams need to win the challenge? The Black Pearl and the Rising Sun are willing to fight. They have enough strength. The day has just begun. But it's only for now. One of the main goals of the Summer Academy is to strengthen the partnership between contestants, because sometimes you can't reach the top without a teammate. That's why team support helps the contestants on their way to victory. Yes, this task requires a real skill. Keeping your balance, standing on a rolling log, using the strength of your arms, and, what's most important, doing it quickly.
The challenge was really hard. People were constantly failing. We are doing our best. We want to win.
The Black Pearl is already dragging the chest with the puzzle, but the Rising Sun is stuck.
I fell down. It made me realize that I should not be in a hurry. Do it step by step, and then I can win. I thought I would fail when I saw other people falling, but when my time came, I pulled myself together and got on it and did it. It's amazing. Thank you.
Go, go!
The hope for the Rising Sun's victory is disappearing, but the team isn't giving up and continues to struggle.
Put it in the circle!
I hate losing. I think we could do much better. We expect more from ourselves, and to lose that way is frustrating.
Black Pearl team is winner! Vitaly Petrov
I want to jump. It's so exciting. That's the real victory. My hands and legs all shaking, but it's amazing. Really cool.
As well as in real life, each challenge is followed by a pause, time to relax and reset before the next challenge. For instance, by having a good time while dancing. But it's time to move on and continue Earth Day.
One day, you are going to take responsibility for your future and stop finding excuses for your doubts. This day will become one when you step onto the road to success. If this day hasn't come yet, then I am sure that after Summer Academy, it will come very soon. Today is Earth Day. The challenges of this day will make you feel satisfied with the results you have achieved. There is one more thing. The leader without a team is not a leader. You can overcome all the challenges of today only if you unite. Every team has a pacemaker, and there is also one person who seems to pull back and slow down, but this person can have amazing strategy and communication skills. This challenge will show us what kind of leader you are, so that you can use this advantage at most in your business. If you know your strength and the strength of each member, you can distribute the work so your team can get the best results.
In this challenge, the contestants need to climb over 2 walls and help their teammates. Then, they need to deliver the chests with puzzle pieces and collect their one.
Go. Rising Sun team has already made it over the first wall. Now is the hardest part. They think it's the easiest way, but they are wrong. But as a team, they can do it. Look how fast he is. Amazing, unbelievable. The Black Pearl has only one team member left.
Just look at one of our leaders' reaction, Kaori Thompson. The task only seems to be easy.
Here are the real leaders, the real heroes.
The Rising Sun successfully climb over the walls and goes all out on the chest delivery.
So the Rising Sun is already putting together their puzzle.
Green team versus orange team. The Black Pearl versus the Rising Sun. Who will be faster and smarter? Who will get the precious coin?
So that was a great challenge because it was both physical and now mental.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how quick you are. Well, the Rising Sun is almost there. How exciting, how overwhelming. Look at them. You see the joy of real victory. That's what happens to people when they achieve their goal.
It was super difficult because there were too many people around and sometimes they were in our way. So I realized that when you step aside and watch, it is also great help. But I'm happy that we could do it.
The coin goes to the Rising Sun. I want to hand out a couple of totems. One goes to the most persistent, strongest, and powerful person. It is not easy to rip this super tightrope, you know? So Larissa just got a tight grip of her goal and never let go. Larissa, this one's for you. I have one more totem. In our business, it is very important to support each other. I was greatly surprised to see that when Larissa fell down, Kauri dropped everything and just rushed to help her. Kauri, you are a real leader. There is a very important thing in our business, and it's courage and speed. Have you seen how fast Ayrat just flew up that high wall? It was amazing. No wonder he is always jumping so high at every event. Come over here.
I got a leaf of hemp for being so agile. At the same time, it's a symbol of happy. It's my first victory. Do you know what I learned from this challenge? I have to lose weight. Everyone realizes that getting to the top is not a success. Success is when you stay at the top as long as you can.
The goal of the third trial on Earth Day seems very easy. The contestants need to stand on the pillars as long as they can, but it only seems to be easy. The Rising Sun lose a teammate first. The team meets her with applause. In the Summer Academy, there's no room for criticism or blaming. One for all and all for one. The Black Pearl loses its first participant. The score is 1-1.
My arms are all scratched. It was very uncomfortable for legs. Very uncomfortable.
Are you fine? It's okay. Thanks to you, we are still having advantage.
I'm not upset, it's okay.
You know why I'm here? I want to make it a bit harder. It's going to rain soon. So now please let go of one hand and one leg.
This was not expected by the contestants.
17 minutes. I couldn't think that I could last that much. I learned a lot about myself.
One hand, one leg. The last two people will definitely get a totem from me. The winner will also bring a coin to the team. And the chances of winning the Tesla increases.
Tanya, you're almost there. It's the finals. Finals.
Two of the toughest champions are Tatiana Goncha from the Black Pearl and Desislava Angelova from the Rising Sun. The girls are at the limit of their capabilities. Who will be the first to fall?
Come down, Daisy. It's your time.
Daisy! 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 Daisy!
I don't know, it's hard to speak now. My legs and hands cramped up. It was hard. But I must say, the support of my team really helped me to stay longer.
It was really the power of my team.
Meanwhile, at the pirate store.
Well, my attention is mainly drawn by coffee. Of course, it's just a temptation, but, you know, for the sake of my team, I'm ready to stay hungry for 3 days. iPhone is just a toy. My team is more important.
Does anyone need a phone?
I really need iPhone, but I gave my coin to the team without any hesitation. Team spirit is very important.
Work on fears is a very important aspect at APLGO. It's basics, no fear. One goal and one victory. Well, friends, right now you have to enter the horror maze.
Inside, the contestants are greeted by not the most hospitable inhabitants of the island: snakes, insects, and rodents.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Teammates are waiting their turn. Listen in horror at the heartbreaking screams from the maze.
I'm so afraid of snakes. My worst expectations came true. There were snakes and frogs. I fought for this fear. Hey, it beat me. Hello?
Contestant after contestant. Nightmare after nightmare. Will they have the courage to go through this horror to the end with the whole team?
Yeah! Get some! Get some! Maybe you need some coin, yeah? You win this challenge!
Another victory!
I thought I was going to be okay. I practiced breathing, but in the end, I ran like a coward.
Meanwhile, a more terrifying task is waiting for the Black Pearl, touching the inhabitants of the labyrinth.
Don't fear.
However, there is a message hidden in every jar, and who knows what it might be.
These are scorpions. Win! That's it! Snakes. There's snakes here.
What is there? What do you have? Totem! The Black Pearl team won this challenge. We got the coin.
I'm happy for everyone who overcame their fears and put their hands inside these jars. Snakes are the worst. Snakes and mice, I was mostly afraid of those. But we won. Our team is the best.
The rising sun takes over the baton.
Holy Mary!
Will they be able to overcome their darkest fears?
I have been fighting my fears now. I'm really afraid of snakes. I could do it only because I couldn't let down my team. That's all. Is it a snake? It is a snake. Just pet it with your finger. I'm still out of my mind. I'm so afraid of snakes. It's a symbol of treachery and betrayal. And it was so terrifying. But now I'm so proud of myself.
My hands are still shaking from the last challenge. Snakes and mice and frogs and relax. Oh my gosh. For a stressful day, you need relax.
What is there?
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I'm the creator of my life. I create my reality. Everyone knows I'm going to win Tesla.
Unbelievable.
One more. Win.
It's our day.
At APLGO, every leader, every person, every partner is important. Sergei Kulikov leads everyone to the result. It is so precious. No one in the world is going to do it for you. Go away, mice! Go away! Go away! Oh, it's a boa! Holy Mary!
The Black Pearl passes through the labyrinth. Seems that Earth Day is a real test of fear for the minds of our heroes.
Come on, come on!
Just imagine what transformations are waiting for them if and when they succeed.
Good job!
I'm doing it only for the sake of my team. I will take it and go. Thank you. Holy Mary! It is my biggest fear.
Заветная монета.
You get your desired coin, Black Pearl.
Жемчужина капитану команды. Виталий Бертона, прошу. Поздравляю.
Congratulations.
Ура! Black!
What is a summer academy? It's a drive. I can feel what's inside me. It was a great shock for me to see all these snakes and spiders and frogs. It was a huge shock and fear for me.
Are you still alive? Where do you get the power from? Here is another obstacle on your way. Please close your eyes. Visualize your goal. Think about what prevents you from reaching your goal. Many of you, when you fail to reach your goal, make excuses. I call it a wall or an obstacle. This challenge is going to help you to focus on your goal and to go through any obstacle.
Not having time to recover from the previous challenges, the contestants proceed to the next one. A ram is waiting for the first part of the teams. It needs to be delivered to the second group, which will break through the wall, serving as an obstacle on the way to the final point of the challenge.
Let's go, let's go! You ready? 3, 2, go, everyone! Let's go, let's do it!
I was almost run over by my own associates.
The second part of the Black Pearl rushes to attack. Wall, beware. The Rising Sun successfully finishes the first part and catches up with the Black Pearl.
There is only one brand in our heart. APLGO is unbeatable.
Have you ever taken a mud bath? You probably paid a lot of money for it, didn't you? At Summer Academy 2021, it's absolutely all-inclusive. Now, please feel free and immerse yourself in the mud. But seriously, sometimes you have to go through a lot of mud to keep your conscience clean. It's so easy to get mud all over you, and it takes so much time to get yourself clean again. The point of this challenge is not to get you super dirty, but to clean this mud off yourself.
The key part of the challenge, fill up the team's bucket with mud collected from clothes and bodies. The team with the heaviest bucket wins.
Being one of the first in America to introduce APL, we have to go through a lot of hurdles, a lot of thick mud to get people to pay attention to us. So I definitely see how this is very parallel to what I'm doing right now with the company.
I see now who watched Survivor on TV.
Oh my God. This is the first time in my life when I tried literally this thing. I cannot imagine.
With no fear, both team members add mud to every part of their bodies.
Awesome! Amazing!
The more mud, the more chance of winning.
What are they doing?
I'm absolutely ready for anything. I don't mind getting dirty on the way to my goal. I see my goal and see no obstacles. I don't fancy dirt at all. It's not inspiring, it's nasty, but we had to enjoy it and we did. Ira, you're amazing. Before entering the mud, I decided that I won't dive with my head. But in the process, I got really into it because we needed to collect a lot of mud. Dennis, you were incredible. I didn't dare to dive like you did. The most important thing is that we support each other. We are one team. We grow together, side by side, together. It's cool. It's amazing to watch how people get together, help each other. I wouldn't let my hair get dirty. But probably when you're in a team, you think different.
What we do is hard. We hear rejection all the time. And you have to just forget about it. Wipe off that dirt off your shoulder and just get in and do it.
Oh, what an expression!
Mr. Siomik, Mr. Bertram, good job, friends.
I want to give 2 totems. The first one goes to the person who ate mud. Bushmilyova Denieva. The second one goes to the person who did the most courageous jump in the mud, Denise. You are incredible. You are amazing. I am so proud of you. Swimming in this mud shows us how important it is to go to the bottom together with your associates, get all dirty, and then clean it off yourselves. It takes a lot of pain and requires a lot of work.
Today it was a fear of snakes. I was screaming so much. Well, when they opened... Oh my God. Okay. I fought the fear of treachery and betrayal. It's alive!
Of course.
Oh my God. You see, I'm holding this beauty. I can't believe it. Today we have rice with cabbage, carrots, and tomatoes with onions.
It's our first meal today.
It's delicious. I have never eaten anything like this before. So cool. I'm so thankful to Summer Academy because I got rid of many of my fears, really. Since I was a child, I was so afraid of snakes. And now I realize I don't have this fear anymore, and I'm going to reach the top of success. Nothing can stop me. Dear friends, you have to take part in the Summer Academy because there is everybody here. Kulikovs are here. This event is amazing. That's why I'm inviting you to come here next time. I will definitely be here.
Well, teams, we have one more traditional challenge here in Summer Academy.
6 contestants take their places on the perimeter and take turns making a move, flipping a square. No more empty squares. This means the contestant is out. The last one will be the winner. That's what helps the members of both teams.
Daniela, you can block 2 people with this move. I think that Daniela is a central player because she has many moves ahead. Irad also has 3 moves. It's all looking good. We have very good chances. It's all gonna be good. We're going to win because we have brains.
That's what helps the members of both teams build the right strategy and hit the opponent with a powerful intellectual blow. The Black Pearl loses its first participant. Who will pick up the insidious baton? More and more contestants leave the game. Which of them will stay in the finals and take the coin for their team? We will find out very soon.
It's our victory. I know our opponent's team, our friends, thought they were going to win. In math, you have to calculate and think ahead. I saw that we had an advantage. Our president, Sergei Kulikov, would say, "Does it look like a final result?" What do you think? Why are you so happy? We are not there yet. You have no opponents, but it's not finals yet. The challenge will be completed only after we put a whole picture here.
The Black Pearl rushes to attack again. In 5 minutes, they need to complete the puzzle. And only after that can they become the official winners of this challenge.
Today was a hard day indeed, but it was very good to train self-awareness. I see that people here are all developing. It's very important to understand that if you want to become an ambassador, you have to have two wings, that is, two national directors who are backing you and supporting you. If you don't have this support, it will be impossible to advance.
Good evening. I know you're hungry. So we have prepared some snacks full of protein for you. Don't even question the freshness of our food. Some of it's still alive. It's not only about having a good snack. This challenge is aimed at showing you that sometimes you have to eat some disgusting things. We call it swallow a grudge. No matter how unpleasant and horrible it is, sometimes you have to keep silent, hold back, and swallow it. It is going to be the most generous challenge. Everyone can earn a coin for their team. You have to do the same.
The participants were definitely not ready for this. To swallow a live worm. But what can't you do for the sake of the team?
One was still moving. It was alive and moving, but I just had to swallow it. I did it for the sake of my team. I did everything to be the first.
It's much easier to eat live bugs. It's easier to swallow them.
It was really disgusting.
I think it's a cockroach. That big. That big.
Please, give us mouth.
I was very quick, and basically I think that's what helped me to win.
Surprisingly, for now, there are no contestants refusing a disgusting snack.
It was my biggest fear. I think I fought it. My worst fears came true here. I was afraid of what I would get there. I had 2 big bugs. I did it. So far, it was the hardest challenge for me.
I don't feel well.
No, it's not. It's just coconut larva.
I had a coconut larva. The thing is, I already had it in the previous challenge when I won a totem. It's amazing how the universe works. I realized that for a big goal, for Tesla, I could do anything. I don't think what I have to do. I just do it. And you know what? When I started chewing it, it turned out to be so delicious. I had a Madagascar beetle. It was alive and it was still clinging to my fingers. I put it in my mouth and he was still moving there. But I was first and I received a coin.
I would have been very worried if it was a big cockroach or something. I don't know if I could have done it, but I'm so glad it was just that. So I'm happy.
I didn't even have a chance to chew it. I had a poisonous oyster of some kind. There were many of them. I told myself to swallow it all by all means. It was terrible, but at the same time, in our life, we have to swallow even more disgusting things that come from people.
I am so sorry for our leaders, but they have to go through it.
I swore to myself that no one in my life would ever make me eat nasty things. I don't know how, but I did it. Now I calm down and I'm going to eat a lot of meals. You know, our life sometimes makes us eat disgusting things so that we can move forward. I will go forward and win.
Well, each contestant made his own conclusions after this trial, and each of them will definitely be more tolerable to criticism and troubles.
Today, you had to face a lot of challenges. So I think Earth Day is successfully over. I am proud of each of you for being so persistent and strong. You are real survivors. You are the last heroes. You are a one-of-a-kind in the whole industry of network marketing. Now, let's find out who is going to be the captain tomorrow on Water Day.
I vote for Sasha.
Our team needs a strong and powerful leader. I feel that day by day our team gets more united. We become closer to each other. And it doesn't matter now whether we win or not. We're enjoying every moment here.
This is the most important thing, to realize that you have become closer and stronger, even though yesterday you were strangers.
He would do everything for his team.
My choice is Alexander.
Alexander Lobanovsky.
Alexander, do you have anything to say to your team?
I am honored. I hope tomorrow we are going to have a great day. I am counting on you.
Vitaly, please come over here. Give the coins. Let's see the results of the rising sun.
Today I vote for the person who brings good vibes to the team.
What did you like the most today?
Today I think I really liked how we worked as a team. Everyone was doing the best for their team. Kaori, he's awesome.
Hang 10, Kari. I know you got the water. You're an expert in water. You were born in water.
He's the most worthy.
I trust him.
He's just hot.
Kaori.
Don't we have any other names here? Kaori can't vote for himself.
Kaori Thompson. Time to give. Kaori Thompson.
You know, in Russia, it's not fair to vote for yourself. I was taken aback.
Obviously, I got caught. But sometimes you want something and it's the right time. I feel the calling.
How does it feel when the whole team votes for you?
Humbling. Leading leaders is more difficult than leading teams. It requires a lot of skill and respect from the leader to his leaders. So I'm humbled by it, and I look forward to tomorrow's challenge.
Alexander, give us the money. Now you have a new captain. Alexander, please come over here. As a tradition, I give each captain a totem. And now, please name one of the participants from each team and give a totem to them. And to heat it up, this time, I give 2 totems to each team. Kauri, please name 2 strong team members from the Black Pearl.
I don't know names, but I know faces. One is her.
Please come over here. And the second one? Please come over here. Vitaly, congratulations. Now it's your turn. Name 2 people. And who is the second one? Here you go. And in this. But it's not over yet. Now, you don't belong to the rising sun anymore. Now you are on the Black Pearl. And you don't belong to the Black Pearl. You are now on the rising sun. Go to your teams.
I completely trust Sergei Kulikov, what he does to us. I don't want to limit myself to one team, because everyone here is such a great person. It's not good to attach to people. It's better to mix us now, because after 4 days, we're going to love one team and hate the other. So it's best to mix us.
It's possible to return to the tribe, but only for the totem and if another member agrees. Of course, Vitaly agreed right away. But what will Desislava say?
It all fell into place. I think Sergei always hears us. I want to thank Daisy because she agreed to switch. Now we are back to our teams.
I'm happy. I think it was another challenge for us, in the sense that whether we would be tempted by the totems or will come back to the team with which we started the game.
The Summer Academy continues. Ahead of the contestants is a bright, eventful and unpredictable third day, the Water Day.
What a wonderful morning. The sun is shining. It's a paradise. These are the consequences of yesterday's challenges. I got this at the first challenge and this at the slides. I killed my legs.
I really challenged myself. In any other time, if someone would ask me to do the same for big money, I would never do it. But here I would do anything for my team.
So that you can bring that back and also show your teams that like this is a real company, like it's a real, Sergei's real, like, right? He's a real caring owner and he wants us to be one family, and to bring that back and to share that, I think that's gonna touch a lot of people's hearts and minds too.
We're getting ready for water challenges. Probably will have to dive. That's why I'm wearing aqua shoes.
A real sea battle is waiting for the contestants. The task is to drown the opposing team. Both teams are aggressive enough to completely disarm their opponents. The rising sun has difficulty holding the boat with ropes. How long will they last? The Black Pearl's boat is filling with more and more water. The unsinkable Black Pearl is sinking.
And this challenge with Rising Sun!
The first seconds, I didn't quite understand what was going on. But my team did great, and we won.
Today, you will swim a lot. Get ready because it's water. I want you to be prepared for big growth. Uncertainty is really exciting. This challenge will show us how important it is to deliver information without misrepresenting it. When I announce a new promotion on my webinars, it is important to deliver it as emotional and inspiring as I do, because many of you lose part of these emotions on the way or add some unnecessary things. This challenge will teach you to pay attention to every detail.
3 team members make their way through the bamboo cage and cut open the snake lying at the bottom. Inside, there are signs which help to decipher the code of Leonardo da Vinci. The rings will help the contestants to see the precious hashtag.
Vamos!
Both teams' members are rushing to the cages. This task is not only for sharpness, but also for speed. Who will be the first? The team members cut open the snake and pass out the signs. They need to be delivered to the shore in order to decipher the code. The rising sun gets to the shore.
Let's go, team!
The Black Pearl follow their opponents. Will the Black Pearl manage to catch up with the orange team, which is already several steps ahead?
We only have one letter left. We are almost there. Our teamers are doing great. We are supporting them and are going to win.
Just one more throw, that's it.
The one who makes the last ring will get a totem.
Right now, we will have a challenge that became a tradition.
Dead man's chest is sunk on the seabed. The first team to take it to the shore and open it will get fish for lunch. The losing team gets nothing. In other words, no lunch. The Black Pearl is already dragging the chest to the shore. The precious fish lunch is closer and closer. No retreat, no giving up. The rising sun is pulling the chest to the surface. You can't even imagine how heavy it is.
It is our victory! Finally, we have food!
Helping an opponent is a noble thing.
It is a very good skill to feel happy for the opponents. That's why I'm very happy for the guys. This is the best moment of today. This fish is our luck. I'm sure we're going to win. I love it.
I hope our partners from the opponent team will buy a good bottle of rum that will go well with this fish. We will celebrate the victory together.
Can you listen? Sometimes when associates call you, all they need is to be listened to. But you start giving them advice or teach them instead, even though they didn't ask you. Who does it? I hope that after this challenge, you will learn how to listen. I want you to listen to your associates. We do our business from heart to heart.
The well-known maze comes up next. The task is to be the first to bring the ball to one of the central holes while standing and not touching the maze with your hands.
It was quite a difficult task. You have to think and keep the balance, and it requires a good teamwork again. We have to listen to each other, and this training teaches us to listen to other people as well as to ourselves.
The task is complicated by the fact that it is not so easy to stay aboard the maze.
So balance and always make sure somebody's working with you. So whoever my opposite's working with me. If I'm doing this, they're doing this.
Держите баланс и смотрите тот, кто против. Идете с ним налево, идете с ним направо.
Is it hard, Lena?
The thing is that I'm good at balancing, and I was so sure that I could do it. But in my team, there were 3 men, and it was hard to balance their abrupt motions. I'm quite light, and I was easily unbalanced and fell off.
The Black Pearl team wins this challenge.
We can find a parallel of this challenge with business. You have to listen, don't interrupt. You have to know when to give advice and how to build up your team in order to get results.
Well, now you are about to face the hardest challenge of the day. Just like in business, in this challenge, it is very important to divide powers. Those who can delegate tasks in their teams achieve much more. Today, you will need this skill.
Participants need to swim to the buoys and get the pieces of the puzzle from the bottom of the bamboo cages.
Vamos!
As soon as the parts are on the pontoon, the captains must deliver the key from the shore, open the cage, and start assembling. The fastest team wins the challenge.
Go!
Both teams take turns passing the details from the seabed. Which of the teams will be the first? The Rising Sun captain, Cowrie Thompson, is the first to go for the key. The Black Pearl is trying to catch up with their opponent.
We are going to win.
Cowrie Thompson reaches the pontoon first. How unfortunate. The orange team captain brought the green team's key. So sorry for the wasted time. We'll see if it influences the outcome of this challenge. Both teams start to put their puzzle together. They need to activate their logical thinking, but do it very fast. Time is their worst enemy. In this challenge, the rising sun is defeated, possibly due to the unfortunate mistake with the key.
Captains, please come here.
And just as usual, we won. Our team is the best. We're so lucky. Thank you, Kirill. We were the first ones. Our team is awesome. It's our day.
I am sure that each of you know that networking is a long-distance race. Patience and stamina help leaders on their way. Unfortunately, not everyone has enough patience to climb up to the top, but they are patient enough to devote 20 years of their life to work that they don't like. I think you know these type of people, and you are not them because otherwise you wouldn't be here. Now, I need 5 people from each team, 3 girls and 2 boys. They are going to show you that being patient and persistent will bring you to success.
And success will come to the one who can stand the longest with an egg at arm's length and stay dry. Participants do not know what is poured into the buckets over their heads. Milk, wine, coffee, or even Panama rum.
He took a shot. I decided to challenge the rules and lost.
Even a small wind can ruin everything and get you wet.
It's the wind. Seriously, it's the wind. I had the strength to stay longer.
When I started my business 15 years ago, I really needed support. 15 years ago, I got strong support from my sponsor. Now this person is here with her hand raised. I didn't know she would take part in this challenge, but I prepared a totem for her because she was my first sponsor. Let's give her applause.
I have arthritis in both of my shoulders, so it's hard for me to lock out. So I was not the best selection. I didn't understand the contest, but at least I got an egg.
The winner will get both a coin and totem today. It's already been 15 minutes. When I say go, everyone has to lift their leg. Go!
It was pretty tough, holding your arm up like that. Like, I wasn't prepared. Like, my shoulder and stuff was just killing me.
The contestants' hands are shaking. Is it because their muscles are tired, or is it fear of a possible failure?
I challenged myself, and I think it's my victory.
35 minutes, 15 seconds. Everyone, please close your eyes and lift your leg.
And this just feels impossible to do.
If you close your eyes, you lose your balance immediately. No one expected that.
I decided to give this victory to the girl. I think it's right and good for the team. The totem is in our team anyway.
Allah, you win both a coin and a totem. You can put your hand down. Captain!
I haven't done anything for my team today. But now I won and the coin is in our team. I'm really happy.
It's time to have a break. Every leader needs a moment of rest. In the meantime, while unsuspecting participants prepare dinner for themselves, come to their senses and heal their injuries after difficult challenges, 4 fellow tribesmen are taken away in an unknown direction.
Sometimes a company can recruit our associates. They become a hostage in a way. Our task is to let them go, but leave the door open. Never be rude or insult them, so that when they realize their mistake, they can always come back. At APLGO, there are many situations when people come back. It's important to know how to free the hostage.
In order to rescue the hostages, they first need to free the raft sunk on the seabed and pull it ashore. Freeing the last hostage, the team obtains the key from a bundle of oars. They're not just oars, but the pieces of the puzzle which need to be collected.
Vamos! Go, 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 go! One more!
Freeing the raft is not an easy task because it is being crushed from above by heavy stones. The teams start to deliver the rafts to shore. Who will be the first to get to their hostage? The Black Pearl and the Rising Sun rush to help the hostages. The Black Pearl delivers to the shore the first saved hostage. The Rising Sun tries to keep up with their opponent.
I knew it was going to be tough, but the varied amount of different challenges is mind-boggling. So it's been a good 2 days of hard work.
I believe we're going to win. We have to. Our team is strong.
Well done, guys.
The key is at the shore. The Rising Sun starts to release the oars. They need to act as fast as they can. The Rising Sun gets the precious coin, but the Black Pearl team finishes the challenge with dignity.
It's a cramp.
He's got leg cramps.
The food should be very salty. It concerns all of you. Please put salt in your food.
Sometimes, in business, people lose their motivation. I'm sure if such people joined Summer Academy once, they would never lose it. Just think, this company went to Panama during pandemics, rented the whole island for its team, and hosted an event of this scale. Who else could do that? Only APLGO can do it.
The goal of the Summer Academy is to immerse you into the various business situations before each challenge.
In 2 minutes, they need to build a tower symbolizing their business strategy. 2 contestants with the highest steady towers move onto the next stage.
Any structure can collapse. If we compare it to business, you always have to keep balance.
Green Tower and Purple Tower are in the finals.
Every leader needs maximum concentration because the tower can fall apart at any second.
Stop! Stop!
I got it!
Андрей Накиш.
I'm so frustrated. I don't know, my tower was higher, but the last two pieces misbalanced it. But it's okay.
Faster, higher, steadier. Only 2 participants will go to the next stage.
2, 1, 0. Stop! Stop!
Some towers collapse right on the finish line.
Moldova is a hard-working country, and they know how to lay bricks. Well done.
You go to the next round.
I think the more kids you have, the easier it is to construct various towers.
Vamos!
Next Leaders team starts the challenge.
Stop! Stop, stop.
Arat wins. Minzifa, your tower is higher. 30 seconds. Step back. We've got the winners.
Vamos! Vamos! Super final!
Here it is, the pair who have come the furthest way. Only one of them will get the coin for the team, and soon we'll find out who it will be.
3, 2, 1.
Winner!
It was fascinating. I remembered the Jenga strategy. I used all my geometry skills and it worked out. It has to be simple. I'm so happy to get a coin for my team. We need it so much today. It's sport. Anything can happen. It was my fault.
I love any challenge with water, and thank goodness it's a beautiful day. No greater place to be than in Panama.
The weather in Panama is unpredictable, but even heavy rain and hurricane wind cannot prevent the contestants from achieving their goal. They need to reach the pontoon by boat and deliver the pieces of the puzzle to shore, which needs to be collected by the teams at speed. The rising sun is ahead. They've already taken the valuable cargo. Who will be the first? Who will conquer the raging sea? The rising sun successfully arrives at the shore. The Black Pearl is hopelessly lagging behind, but not giving up.
I can give you a hint for 2 coins. This hint is going to help you a lot. Too late.
Don't give up.
And here is the moment of the most difficult part of the trial. The whole team needs to pull the ropes and hold the assembled puzzle together.
This challenge was really difficult. And we didn't eat today, which didn't help, so we had less power, and it kept falling apart. At least we collected the puzzle. We know it's a triumph.
I think this is about patience. And you got to be patient with people. You got to be patient with yourself, your team. And I got, at one point, a little impatient, disappointed even, when I learned we had to walk back. But that's part of the game. And, you know, you have to keep mastering that. All right, so you can teach your team when they get disappointed, as we did, they keep going, keep putting it back together.
Nobody received a coin after this challenge.
Friends, it's time to introduce you to Bloody Ricky. He is famous for his unyielding nature. As locals say, he lost his tongue in a pirate dice game. Now it's your turn to play the dice.
The one who scores the highest has to try the unknown food.
8, 9.
What will they eat today? Something live and nasty again?
It's seashells. They're delicious.
But this is an unexpected twist. Today, the contestants will taste real seafood delicacies. We must somehow keep tired and exhausted leaders in shape.
You're so lucky. Need some beer?
Do you like it? It's boiled milt. Delicacy.
Comparing to yesterday's coconut lava, this is super delicious.
Sea bass.
Oh, that's fish. Pretty nice size. That was great. I needed it. I was hungry. Very happy. Very happy.
It's the most delicious thing I've ever tried.
A huge octopus.
Guys, I want to share it with you.
King prawns.
Enjoy it. It's worth all the challenges.
This is shrimp ceviche. I have never seen a billionaire who could peel a shrimp so greedily. He just swallows it without chewing. That's what Summer Academy does. It makes you appreciate the simple things.
I think there should be something else, just because it can't be so good and simple.
We have raw shrimps, raw frogs, raw fish, raw octopus, and raw crayfish. That's it, that's it. You get this for your speed. Also, everyone gets one totem from me. Moreover, the green team gets a coin because you are more in number. Applause.
I ate an octopus. Today is my day. I got 3 totems in a day. I'm so happy.
See you at the Tribal Council. Hello, everyone. I want to start with some very good news. The thing is that 28 years ago, one family was born. And instead of celebrating their 28th anniversary at home, this family is going to celebrate it here with us. They are Vincent and Tina D'Angelo. My wife Olga and I want to congratulate you. Here on this desert island, a cold champagne will go well in your bungalow. Olga has prepared the most beautiful totems for this amazing couple.
The most beautiful totems for this couple.
Now let's talk seriously. Today's Tribal Council is about how to have fun. It's quite different from what you might think, but it is connected with the Summer Academy. Here on the island, as well as in your everyday life, you take money too seriously. When your mind is too serious, we stop being flexible. It's quite easy to lose your balance. life is getting harder. That's why it's so important to enjoy the moment and have fun sometimes. I don't say stop being serious with important things. I want to say take it easy. Let yourself be free. It will help you win. I believe in you. Now everyone please vote for your new captain, who will get a totem from you.
I vote for Kirill. He's a good leader and a nice person. I'm so excited and overwhelmed by everything that is happening here at the Summer Academy. I'm so proud of our team, of each and every one of you. Kirill, you are the best. I simply adore you.
I trust him. He can do it. I want to wish all the leaders to share this knowledge and experience with their structure back home, so that they know what APLGO is doing for all of us.
He's worthy to be a captain. Kirill Kolganov.
Kirill.
Here is your captain totem.
Thank you. Fire is his element, 100% sure.
Ayrat. Kelly.
Trained his whole life to do this.
Ayrat.
He's very skillful and he can lead the team to success.
Kelly.
I am sure tomorrow his experience will help us.
Ayrat.
He's an ideal leader for tomorrow.
Kelly.
He's reliable.
Ayrat.
He's worthy.
Kelly.
He really can help our team lead tomorrow.
Ayrat.
He did his best today.
Kelly Vinson.
Great leader, a lot of heart. He'd be a great choice.
11-9. Here is your captain totem. It is not just a game. It is training. I want you to remember this feeling for the rest of your life. God bless you. Bye-bye.
The water day comes to its end. The only thing they need to do is to relax before tomorrow's challenges.
We decided to buy 2 bottles of rum, a box of beer, and juice.
It is so delicious.
Fire is a very dangerous element. I'm expecting many surprises.
And here is the first one.
I was still asleep when I saw some kind of light in our room. Someone was running around and whistling. I don't know who they are.
A skeleton ran into our hut. A black skeleton. He was whistling. He had fire in his mouth. The spirits of local tribes were running around because we woke them up. They were aggressive. They were whistling and shouting. It was quite scary.
The contestants do not even know that their rest time is over. The challenges are starting now.
Good morning. I hope you slept well. We have to go through the most fearful challenge. It will be the beginning of Fire Day. This hot charcoal is for you.
I am not afraid of walking on charcoal. I did it once. But then a hero of Russia, a lifeguard, stepped out and told us it was very dangerous because of the humidity. Even though the temperature of the charcoal is not that high, the steam is more than 100 degrees. It's like boiling water. It's dangerous. We don't have enough medicine here. Now I have big doubts if I really should do it.
Please raise your torch if you're afraid. Are you ready to walk on charcoal?
I was already thinking how to protect my feet from burn. Right then, we got good news from Sergey, that he is not going to jeopardize his associates.
I am amazed. I see that you are totally ready to follow me on these hot charcoal and to overcome your biggest fear. I am sincerely proud of each one of you. You are the best. Good night.
I was the first in line. When I was going to step on the charcoal, I felt the heat. The only thought I had was, just do it, just do it. I didn't know how I was going to take part in the challenges tomorrow. In my head, I already went through this.
The spirits of the island took 2 of our ladies away, and so they took hostages. They took them for some rite, but where is it going to be? What's happening to them? Now we have to find them. I think they're still on the island. Let's go and find them. They should be somewhere here.
We are one big tribe. The name of it, APLGO. We won a lot of coins. We decided to collect 10 coins from each team and buy all this rum, Apple Watch and iPhone. Because we want to do a raffle between all the participants in the end.
Last night, we were awakened by the local spirits, and they took hostage from each team. I was one of them. So I thought they were going to hide us somewhere, and then our team would have to look for us and rescue us. They brought us to the place where we had started. It is a beautiful place with exotic birds. We had a luxurious room with a huge bed and an air conditioner. There was soup there. It was very unexpected. It was very nice. Thank you, Sergey. You are the king of our business, and I felt like a real queen.
Good morning. Everyone has a sparkle inside. Do you feel it? Today I want to turn it into a flame. Today is Fire Day. You are at the Summer Academy, Wild Panama.
The first challenge is to make a fire with flint. Burn the rope that binds the contestants, light the bowls in the sea with a torch, and the central bowl on the pontoon.
Vamos! Good job.
The rising sun has already started a fire. The Black Pearl is speeding up.
Our men are absolutely the best. They made fire out of nothing.
Yes, The Black Pearl has a long-awaited flame. The Rising Sun successfully deal with the rope. They can go on to the next stage. The Black Pearl finally burned the rope.
Let's go! Let's go!
The first bowl of the Black Pearl.
What can I say? It was tough.
Which team will be first to light all the bowls? Overcoming yourself at any cost to complete the challenge through pain and fatigue. This is what the Summer Academy can teach.
I can't speak. I'm out of breath.
Both teams' members support their leaders. The Rising Sun's torch went out. This is a chance. The Black Pearl has a chance to keep up with their opponent. Only a few minutes left before the end.
Yellow smoke!
One Colin.
In any situation, we have to stay strong and go until the end, no matter how hard it is, no matter how painful it is. Sometimes we get rejections from people or have problems within a team. We have to pull ourselves together, do it, and then enjoy the results. Once you stepped in here, you already saw the shining coins in front of you. These coins motivate you to fight for success. Money likes to be counted. You know it. Your strong motivation helps you to earn your big paychecks. At the same time, you have to create a good atmosphere for the people in your team.
The contestants place coins from the tray onto the stem of the sword. The one whose tower will be higher and doesn't fall wins.
Vamos!
Now the one who holds a sword, please put your right foot up.
The challenge this time was about being patient and calm. You had to be cold-minded when you took decisions. Never do it in a hurry.
The last couple was Alexander and Tatiana. Congratulations!
Vamos! Сейчас.
Now please, everyone, put your left foot up.
Поздравляю!
Congratulations! Irina, well done. Good job.
Вот так.
The Black Pearl is proud of you. Here is 2 totems for you. Every step, every challenge is connected with our work in the networking business. We got used to a good life. That's the reason why our business is stuck on the same level. Everyone needs this kind of shake. Sergei is doing magic.
Vamos!
The Rising Sun takes over the baton. Money towers become higher and higher, but inevitably fall apart.
Please, put your right foot up.
Yes.
We have 3 people. Dennis and Daniela, please close your eyes.
Денис, I'm sorry, but you winner.
APLGO company is hosting such events, in my opinion, to shortcut our way to success. At these events, we shout out to the whole world who we are, and we get recognized very quickly. The work which could be done in a year, we do within 1 week.
Please put your left foot up. Now please close your eyes. Lena wins. In some situations, speed is the key to success. For instance, we do you a promotion, and the speed of the whole team is even more important. If you completed a promotion, it's nice, but it's even better if you supported your associates to do it. This challenge will inspire you to be quick and consistent.
The task is to untangle the rope while overcoming the obstacle course. Once the rope is completely untangled, the team hits the ship's bell and becomes the winner.
Vamos!
Both teams start the first stage. Careful, the main thing is not to get tangled.
Down! Down!
The Black Pearl moves on to the second stage. The Rising Sun keeps up with their opponent.
The girls did well. They untangled the cord so swiftly. Thanks God I had enough power to jump up and down. It reminded me of my younger self. I haven't done it for 40 years. It may seem to be easy. Go up, go down, untangle the cord, go up, go down, do not hurt other teamers, and then just crawl forward.
Everything was moving so fast. It took us a little bit of time to figure out how to do it correctly. But man, I got body checked twice. Boom!
Which team will hit the ship's bell first?
Кирилла! Браво! Браво! Yes, bravo!
By the way, she is the mother of 5 kids.
It was hard. It's a real teamwork in action. And we're very, very happy for our team. It feels great to be able to help your team and to understand that the victory of your team depends on us.
Unfortunately, we have only 1 coin, and it goes to the captain of the Black Pearl. Everything must be balanced in the world. If someone yelled at you, step on his foot and return. Seriously, balance is a very important thing. We mean your inner and outer balance as well as the balance in your structure. If some tiny thing can throw you off balance, you have to work on it. We're going to do it right now.
The task is to maintain balance while standing on the board and not to drop the ball, which each contestant holds in front of him on the platform.
Vamos! Stop!
Step forward.
As expected, soon the contestants start to leave the competition.
Okay, Tina, thank you.
Well, I think that if you put too much into personal life, too much into work, and you don't balance those two things out, then you can start failing in one or the other. So that's where I think the balance needs to be.
Please put your foot up.
Все, надо.
Sorry, you touched the board.
Rising sun.
I'm happy to be able to help my team and win the coin. Actually, for me, it was a recovery from yesterday's defeat. Back then, I lacked some balance and lost. But today, I managed to focus and won. I challenged myself again and overcame my own weaknesses.
Once again, the weather hits the next group of contestants with a real tropical downpour, forcing them to show even greater will to win. How long will our heroes last? Will they be able to maintain balance and calmness in the same way as they do in business? The contestants leave the competition one by one. There are fewer and fewer of them.
On my command, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I just believe myself that I can do it, and even if it was hard, I was like, no, you can do better, you can do more, so just don't give up.
Well, my friends, I know you are super hungry. I am also aware how frightened you are when you think you have to eat something in the challenges of the fire day. There will be no seafood today. There is a pig that was cooked according to an old pirate's recipe.
The task of the team is to fill the bucket with meat, using only their mouth and the speed of their legs.
Vamos!
In pairs, the contestants overcome the obstacle course and actively fill the buckets with pork. The team with the heavier bucket will get an incredible prize.
Look at this huge piece.
You have to feed us more.
I was very hungry.
Two more couples can go.
Not a piece of meat has been lost by our leaders.
It was a very delicious challenge, but now I have a lot of sand in my mouth.
It's unbelievable. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Lift it up. First, I would like to give out totems for the first challenge of the day, where you had to make a fire. I have 2 totems. The first one goes to Kelly because he was keeping the fire despite the burns. The second one goes to Vitaly Bertram. He had an injury during the challenge. The rescue man told me that he tore a ligament in his leg, but he kept fighting and making fire for you. You are so strong. I'm really proud of you. The prize in this challenge is not just a coin, but also the whole pig goes along. Let's see who is the winner.
Vamos!
The same pig of 60 kilograms was cooked according to the same old pirate's recipe. It's yours. There's one more challenge for you here on the Wild Island. This challenge will show us how important it is to remember promotions, its details, and order. Because in some countries, some leaders pretend that they understand it that way. They heard it like this. This challenge will train you to remember things.
Memory training is never superfluous.
Let's go. Red.
Participants need to reconstruct the sequence of colored cards that they were shown.
Go.
They have no room for error.
Not good. What will go instead of the brown card? The right one is blue. Lena, please pass this coin to your captain.
This challenge does not require ingenuity or physical strength, but it trains the skills that are important for any network marketing professional.
The team gets a coin. Good job.
That is why our contestants are so focused and so closely follow the cards in the hands of the president.
You get a coin. Now let's do it for the totem. Who wants to fight for the totem? 5 members from each team. The last round. Red, green, blue, brown, yellow, purple. Beauty. Go. I am very happy to see all of you here in the old Fort San Fernando. After these few days, you have become a real team. It's amazing. In our next challenge, everyone has to participate. Once again, you will see that networking is teamwork.
The task is to untangle the ropes and release the key. They need to open the chest with the steps, assemble the first stairs, and get down the steps for the second, more complicated stairs. After the stairs are assembled, two of the team members need to assemble the gears and start the mechanism that lowers the tribe's flag.
Vamos!
The Black Pearl is almost done. The Rising Sun is a little bit behind. You have got the key now. The first 10 people go. Look at Vitaly. He limps, but he keeps going. The Rising Sun did it as well.
The captain of the Rising Sun team is the first to reach the chest with the steps, the first stairs. The organizers deliberately changed one step of the stairs between the teams so that the contestants could forget about their rivalry and solve the task together.
I am sure that you can do it because APLGO is one family.
Yes, the Rising Sun moves on to assembling the gears. The Black Pearl is catching up with their opponent. Who will be the first? Who will get the 5 precious coins which will make the victory closer? The Black Pearl gets the real chance to compete with the leaders of the academy, the Rising Sun.
All right, so what happened? We got up there. I wasn't focused on the other team. I didn't even look at them. I thought we were actually ahead the entire time. You know, our board was a little bit different than their board, and we tried our hardest, and you just got to adapt and overcome your circumstances at all times and keep moving forward.
Frankly speaking, I am upset. I feel that I let my team down. We could have earned 5 coins. Of course, we are still ahead. But there are 2 more challenges. No one knows. If we sum up, this challenge symbolizes our business. Because if you don't follow the instructions of our leader, if you don't duplicate, you don't get any results. We did it and won. We are one team.
So here is your last challenge. Obviously, people join network businesses because they need money. Money makes people leave their comfort zone, host meetings, and go through training. It's impossible to do if you stay the same. You will have to answer my questions. The right answer will move the knot of the opponent team to the bowl with fire. The team whose pirate burns first loses. The same happens to people. When they refuse to grow and develop, they degrade and burn down. Are you ready? How old is APLGO today? Number 1, 3,565 days. Number 2, 3,688 days. Number 3, 3,721 days. On my command, flip it. The rising sun was first. It's the right answer. What challenge was National Director of APLGO Daniela Kalarova most afraid of? Number 1, walking on charcoal. Number 2, diving. Number 3, eating insects. Green team wins. The right answer is number 3, eating insects. Where will the Summer Academy of 2022 take place? Number 1, only the president knows. Number 2, only the president and his wife know. Number 3, in Vietnam. The orange team is first. What product will be presented at the 10th anniversary of the company?
Peace. Fox. Air. Vamos.
The right answer is number 3, air. You were the first. It's our amazing product, Air. I will present it at the 10th anniversary of the company. You were the first to know about this product at the Summer Academy Wild Panama. Next question. What do the president of APLGO and Panama have in common? Pirates, Panama Canal, happy. That's right. It's pirates. We have just burned the pirate. That's awesome. The Black Pearl wins. Congratulations. Friends, this is our last tribal council at the Summer Academy Wild Panama.
And now, attention.
Let's find out who will join me on a yacht tomorrow to see the whales. Captains, please come over here. How many coins have you got? 38 to 36. The rising sun wins. Black Pearl, don't get upset. It's just a game. But you have to think back and work on what has happened. Analyze your thoughts after the event. You will find a lot of answers. And the most important thing is to take it easy.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, the winning team, my wife and I, will enter a new day. I want you to take you and your team who had to leave you after a tribal council 2 days ago. Antonina Tsirkovich. Because APLGO is one family. Well, friends, we got to the highest point of this event.
There are two leaders, Kelly Vincent and Cowrie Thompson.
You both got 7 totems each. Only one of you will get a Tesla. I have one more totem, and I want you to vote for the winner.
I like this person a lot.
I think he's the most serious team player. He would come up to us and say, "I love you all so much." He's always friendly, smiling, optimistic. He is one of the strongest men I've ever met in my life.
They say that the gun that hangs on the wall at the beginning will have to go off at the end. The Tesla is going to find its owner.
I think that this person deserves it.
He is open-minded and honest. He deserves it.
It is a very hard choice.
He's simply awesome.
He was an amazing team player and helped each one of us.
He's a great leader at home, does so well with his teams, and this company, APLGO.
Kelly, my love.
He's the bravest person I know. I love him.
19 to 21.
Kelly.
The winner of the Summer Academy Wild Panama, Kelly Vincent.
Two votes.
Yeah.
2 votes.
But at the end of the day, Tesla goes home to America. So we're very thrilled with that. Kelly did a great job. So many people did a great job. It's been a hard week. We're tired.
And hungry.
A lot of challenges. But this is something we'll never forget. And thanks to everybody for making it happen.
I'm a crier.
So you know how to make it a nail biter, for one. Wow. I literally thought it was Kari. So I was just waiting to congratulate him. So, but because Felix was saying our names in my ear, but I thought I heard Kari's name because I'm deaf in my left ear. But I can't believe I'm so excited. I didn't expect this. I didn't come here for this. Of course, I'm driving it everywhere. But the best thing that I got here was meeting all of you. I won't forget all the special times and emotions we shared together. Spasiba.
Thank you very much. Friends, I am so proud of you. I am sure you realized how strong you are and that you got even stronger after the event. You broke a great number of obstacles. You could fight your biggest fears. You are incredible. You are amazing. You are worthy of the biggest applause. APLGO proved again that our associates are always in first place. APLGO is more than just a business. Of course, we take care of your income, but we also take care of your personal growth. I hope that each of you will make sure that the whole world knows about this event. Everyone should know what it is to partner with APLGO. Every associate should strive to become a leader of APLGO in order to feel the same as you do at the Summer Academy. So I want to invite you to our Pirates Party. I love you.
Vamos! I'm so surprised and overwhelmed. You know, there's a saying,
You might not remember what people say, but you'll always remember how they make you feel. And I've never felt so loved by so many strangers and new family. And I'm just blessed by all the people that we met and that we get to spend the rest of our lives spending time with. And bless you, Sergey and Olga, for an amazing event.
Welcome to the craziest pirate party ever. Let's rock.
Now we are on a desert island, somewhere in the ocean, on one of the 1,400 islands. Can you imagine that? Panama is the place where South and North America are connected. Everything is real here. People are real, relations are real. The main thing is that all the leaders change their personalities for the better. And I can see it with my own eyes. It was definitely worth coming to the desert island in order to bring it to life, to win all the prizes.
Happy faces and smiles. Here it is, the true victory of the Summer Academy.
We're drinking, dancing, and having a good time.
It's a celebration of a common victory. It's the victory of friendship, unity, and the victory of APLGO. One gift is for the orange team and one for the green team.
The final day of the Summer Academy begins with a pleasant thing. A little lottery.
Take one and go.
Drum roll, drum roll.
Whoa! Jenny. iPhone.
I just won the iPhone. Our team and their team, we bought everything out of the store with our leftover coins. So I came up, pulled up, and it says iPhone. I won like that. And no Tesla, but iPhone. It's all good. Yay!
Please, take only one.
Hooray, I won! It's a morning present.
The farewell to the island was successful, and the winning team, the Rising Sun, is about to go on a luxury yacht and enjoy sailing the waters of Panama.
We are the winners of the Summer Academy, and the feeling is absolutely amazing. We were all so happy. For 4 days, we were fighting, doing our best, supporting our team. I reset myself to 0 and put all my efforts for the sake of my team.
The long-awaited whales are the very ones for which our teams endured mud, mosquitoes, sweltering heat, and difficult, sometimes impossible tasks.
It's awesome. They are real, massive. It's a wonder of nature. They're so huge and confident. Just go their way. It's almost like they let us watch them and admire them.
We're seeing the most beautiful whales. There's so many of them.
And they're massive, just majestic animals. Oh,
What a treat. What an absolute treat this is to be here with Sergi and the Rising Sun winning team and our APLGO family. Yeah!
We promised you a sea walk with whales. We followed through on our promise.
Enjoying their serene sailing, the participants recall how brightly and richly these 4 days flew by.
I built a solid foundation for myself, for my team and for my business. I feel so much energy inside. Before this event, I looked at things very close and was narrow-minded. Now I see far. I see my future. I see the future of the company. I know what every associate is capable of. I have a fire burning inside.
The winners were honored to try our innovative and new product, Happy.
Sergei Kulikov gave us the opportunity to try the new product, Happy. In 1 minute, I felt light, had mental clarity, somehow enlightened. I felt tingling all over my body. The effect of the product is instant. To me, the product is awesome.
I can feel it right away. I just started feeling so light and my mind just went so calm and relaxed and I was in a happy place.
I feel so peaceful and can even say blessed.
I think it's going to go very well in US. Everybody likes anything that has to do with hemp. We realize the benefits of this plant. Great before meditation or yoga. Very calming.
I opened the door to some kind of a free life. This door is not just wide open for me now. I feel hugged by Panama. I feel light and calm. And God bless the company. I hope this wide open door will never close again.
That's it. Another enormous event has come to an end. We did it.